Hi YouTube world, welcome back to my channel. It has been a very long time since I have jumped on and really played with makeup, and thank you so much for all of your responses to what you wanted to see next. And I have a bunch of drugstore items that I have been using and loving, and the majority of them are fairly newer. I don't think I've talked about them on my channel before. And yeah, I wanted to chat about them. There will be some oldies too, but maybe in some new shades. And so I wanted to share with you my loves, my affordable loves that I'm actually using. It has been a crazy couple of months. I'm trying still to catch up with a lot of things I want to share with you all. So please be patient with me. I'm almost at the finish line. I don't have anything on my face. It's kind of a warm day in New York, and I'm about to go actually to a doctor's appointment. Summer, always sunscreen. Sunscreen. I'm going to be walking in the city. I'm still loving this sunscreen by e.l.f. It's a beautiful formula. I highly recommend it. It is the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Face Cream with SPF 30. The Holy Hydration line is still one of my favorite lines. So many of the products, I was about to say all of them, but all of them are not wonderful. But the majority of them are wonderful. They're just a great drugstore skincare line. And really, they're just a great skincare line. I mean, I have been picking this over some of my more expensive sunscreens. It's a beautiful base to makeup too. You can apply the proper amount of sunscreen, which you have to apply a lot of sunscreen to get the proper coverage, and it leaves just a nice finish on the skin. It's nice and glowy, but it doesn't have a white cast. It's really beautiful. It has a bit of a scent, but it's a refreshing scent, and I don't find that it irritates my skin. So a foundation find that recently came into my life about a month ago is from Ulta. And so I definitely consider Ulta a drugstore price point. And this is their Complexion Crush Medium Coverage Foundation. It's this one here. It's a nice travel size kind of format, just really basic. I got my shade in light neutral, and I have been freaking loving this. It doesn't have SPF or anything. You only need like a little bit, and I'll say that the color on me, it's a tiny bit goldeny. So I recently purchased a fair neutral, and I have a feeling that combining the two shades will make like for my perfect match. What is beautiful about this formula is you can use your fingers and it comes out perfect. Like, you do not need anything. If you are a brush gal, you can use a brush and it's beautiful. It's just, it feels sort of like a bit creamy, a bit gel based. It's like a tiny bit more coverage than one of my favorite, the Smashbox Halo foundations, but it's just so pretty. It doesn't sink into my fine line. It doesn't kind of create those obvious pools of product in my pores. It just really blends in nicely, and it's a good shade match probably for down the road in the height of summer. Right now it's a tiny bit too dark, but it does a real pretty job at covering some of my healing zits. And yeah, I just love that it's sort of just foolproof. I hope you could see. It has a nice radiance to it because of that sunscreen. If you use a more mattifying oil control, one of the ones I like is by Good Molecules, the silicone-free priming moisturizer. If you use this underneath the foundation, you'll find that the finish will actually be a little bit more satin. This is also, for me, very drugstore price point, and it's really a great product. And that kind of like lives on my desk. Since I did put on sunscreen and there's a lot of glow and it's a warm day, so kind of like those three elements, I would powder a little bit, and I'm just gonna grab any powder that's Drugstore. I have the CoverGirl Clean Fresh powder. It's just a translucent powder because I do sweat. I have combo skin, and this will just help. For today, I think I'm gonna skip on concealer. I don't conceal all the time, and I'm pretty content with the way my skin is looking. Next product up, I was very excited to see that it was re-released. It was by NYX, and it's the Wonder Stick. This one here, it's a double-sided stick that has a contour kind of color on one side and a highlight on the other. I picked this up as well as the Wonder Stick blush. I like the blush, but I don't love the blush. The colors, I think I just picked up colors that were too pigmented. I picked up light peach and baby pink. I'll just swatch them for you. So that's light pink, and this is baby peach. And although very pretty, and they do blend out nicely, not too patchy, the colors are just a little too vibrant for me in this type of format. But I really do like this contour stick. So I picked up Universal Light, and I will swatch on the back of my hand. So it's this beautiful metallic kind of yellowed champagne highlight. It's highly metallic, but it's not sparkly, which I enjoy. And then this shade here, which is a really nice contour slash bronzing color. So I'm gonna use the contour side, and I'm just gonna put a little bit on, nothing too wild. But on me, when this gets blended out, it's a little more bronzery than a contour. So I don't know if some of the other shades are a little bit cooler, but this one on me is a little, and I hope you can see it has some warmth to it. So it actually makes on me for a really pretty bronzer, but not really a contour shade. So you see, it just sort of warmed up the skin. Find that it lasts all day. And again, like super easy. I will be using the highlight side so you can see how pretty the highlight is, because I'm not the biggest fan of highlight, but I do like that highlight. I think it's special and has a really nice punch to it. And again, like no sparkles in it. But first I want to put on my blush. I'm revisiting this one. I've talked about it a while ago, but now that it's summer, I kind of brought it out again. They still sell it. I think it's absolutely a beautiful, beautiful blush. And it is by Catrice. It is the Cheek Lover Oil-Infused blush. I have mine in the shade Blooming Hibiscus. I do not know if they've come out with other shades. It's this one here. It's this baked formula, and it's this peach with this really pretty goldeny shift to it. And oh, this blush is just so, so beautiful. So beautiful. Like, knocks it out of the park, up there with as pretty as what you will find from an Hourglass. What it does to the skin, it just sits on the skin so beautifully, really melts in. I really should explore and see if they have other shades. If they do, I'll make mention of it in the comment section down below, where I list all the products I'm using. But can you just see how pretty that is? And I mean, it has pigment, but it's not one of those products where you have to go really gingerly into it and you go nuts too quickly. Like, you can go in there and you can build it up to an extreme, but it's just, I think, so beautiful. And the gold is so subtle. I wanted to remind folks of what a beautiful product that is, because it's really a stellar formula. One of my absolute favorite blushes ever to come out of the drugstore. Another product I wanted to make mention of, I know people have raved about this before, but I don't think I have. It's from Ulta also. It is one of these like baked palettes that they have. They have quite a few of these, but my favorite is California Sunlight. It's this one here. I find that these colors, all for me, my skin tone, it's just the perfect shade. I'm not gonna use the highlight or the blush, but I do wanna swatch it for you just so you could see. So that's the blush. It has such a pretty glow. It's like a neutral baby pink that you can build up. It's really, really pretty, very healthy. And then the highlight is more vanilla, like a brighter vanilla, but no sparkles in it, really just creamy. Bronzer is this beautiful bronze that has a glow in it. And that's what I want to use. I want to just kind of glow up the edge of my face a bit and work it into the skin, and it's just gonna set that contour from NYX, and it's also gonna give me a little bit more zhuzh. Who doesn't need more zhuzh? This is beautiful. I love it so much. I have picked up another one before and I did not like it as much. I don't remember what color it was. I think it was like Santorini or something. This one for me is the special one. So I would highly recommend it. Super sturdy package too. Great for travel. Great for summer travel. No, seriously, it is very warm in here. I'm gonna put my hair up. Where was I? I wanted to go into eyebrows first because I like to do my eyebrows before my eyes because otherwise it just looks a little funny to me. Eyebrow product that I have been really, really loving for especially kind of like quick summer inspired looks is the Colourpop Boss Gel. I use the shade dark brown, but what I like about it is it actually has a decent amount of pigment deposit, so you can get some added eyebrow coverage. My brows are more sparse at the end, so I like to kind of thicken them up, and I feel like it does such a nice job. You can kind of see. Since kind of it coming onto the market, I stopped purchasing the Glossier Boy Brow because I'm not going to spend extra money on a perfectly fine product, and I like kind of the natural vibe of them. I think it's really pretty, and yeah, it's a great gel, and it doesn't have that kind of crispiness to it. If you like something really on, I don't think this will make you happy. This kind of creates a soft hold finish. I can't wait to talk about the next product, which is an eyeshadow palette. I had been looking at these palettes forever. It felt like forever, and I finally just bought one. It was on sale at Ulta, and I said, well, let's just give this a try. They're a little bit of a pain in the neck to like snap open, but this is from JCat Beauty. This one is called the Dia and Noche Tri-Element 15 eyeshadow palette. They have quite a few of these, but number one, I wanted to share with you how big it is. It's like a great size. It's not too large, it's not too small, and it has so many colors. But really, the star of the show is the formula. The formula is delicious. Truly incredible. The colors that are all metallic, which are these 10 up here, the formula is like a hybrid between like an oil and a cream, and it goes on so beautifully. It's not chunky, with the exception of maybe like 1 or 2 shades. The colors are very smooth. I'm just gonna swatch a few. I'm gonna swatch like this one here, which is such a beautiful color. Oh my gosh, it's this like greenish gunmetal. I hope you can see just how pretty that is. And just super creamy, and you can see I swatched it and almost all of it came off of my finger, which shows you that it's a good formula because the transfer is complete, which is not the easiest thing to do. So this is like a lilac shade that has a bit of a duochrome in it. Really pretty. Some are much more metallic than others. This is one that's a little bit more satiny, but I love it. It's this bronze shade with a bit of a rose gold in it. Let me show you one of the chunkier shades. So the silver is really beautiful, but it has glitter in it. And so it does come off like a little bit more chunky, but it's highly reflective. I mean, look at how reflective that is. Oh, that red, it's so good. It's this beautiful metallic cranberry. So this is an incredible palette. It's even incredible at creating just everyday looks. You have a row of some really beautiful mattes here. I find the mattes are certainly not as wonderful, special, creamy as the metallic shades are, but they perform perfectly. Like I don't know what one wants to ask of their, you know, of their makeup, but for me, it does exactly what I want it to do. So I'm gonna go in and just try to show you as many colors as possible. I'm just gonna put it on real quick. If you're fairer, probably this would show up a bit better. On me, it's just gonna help mattify my eyelid oils because I do have oily eyelids. Again, I'm not gonna go out for that long, so I'm not gonna do a primer and everything because it'll be fine for the few hours I'm out. Then we have this sort of like toasted pumpkin-y color, which is really pretty. With a primer, of course, it shows up more vividly. I wanted to do like the greens, but I think I'm gonna stick to something a tiny bit more neutral. So let me just swatch these greens because they're really spectacular. I love them so much. Look at those three greens. I think I'm gonna take this color here and just pack that on the lid for some shine. And they look like they have so many color variations on this. I'm trying to show some self-control and not purchase like all of them. So I'm gonna enjoy this one, but I am eyeing some of the other ones. They have a very vivid one which is intriguing because I don't really have anything like that in my collection. But so that is that shade. Maybe I'll use the sort of darker brown in the corner. There's very little fallout. There's a tiny bit of fallout on the mattes, but nothing too serious. So that's that there. And I just, again, you see, I got a really pretty day neutral look out of this, so I wanted to highlight that. This gold is really beautiful too. They're all beautiful shades. There's a lot to play with. I think it's just like $6-7. Hands down the best formula of the drugstore that I've ever found, including Colourpop, which is saying a lot, I'm going to put on mascara. I whipped one of these out again. This is the Essence Lash Princess Mascara. It has been a while. It's time. It's a beautiful mascara. There's a reason it has a cult following. So we will just put this on and jump back on. So I actually wanted to jump on, just show you. So this is with Lash Princess on and without. I hope you can see the difference. It's a great mascara. It's very creamy. It gets better with maybe 1 or 2 wears in terms of, it might be a little too much of like a wet formula at first, but it really, when it starts to dry out a tiny bit, I would say on the 3rd use, it's just this wonderful cream formula that adheres to the lashes, and I just find that it works really well on my lashes. But lashes are one of those things, like it's like the hair on your head. It really is unique to people. Not all mascaras work on people. Like, so I don't know, if you have straight kind of fine hair, maybe this will work on you. Maybe you'll have the same impression I do. I really like it. and it's easy to remove at the end of the night. And assuming, you know, you're not crying or rubbing your eyes a lot because it's not waterproof, you'll be fine. I promised I would put a little bit of that highlight from NYX, so I want to show it to you on. It just blends really easily. It gives even more of a glow. Did I really need more of a glow? Probably not, but I just wanted to show you. It's really beautiful on, so that the starkness of the swatch, don't let that deter you. So I think this is a fantastic product. Last but not least, I am going to put on a Lippy. Now, I went back and forth on Lippies because it takes a lot for something to become like a new favorite or something. In the summer, I want a certain type of like feel vibe. I really love kind of juicy balms that stay in place and have a beautiful tint to them. And I keep going back to the same formulas, and that formula for me, it's the Revlon Shine Super Lustrous Shine, and I have a feeling they're not really producing this as much any longer. It's harder to find. I got mine on Amazon, but I have 4 shades here. They're all beautiful. I think for this look I'm gonna do some glossed up rose because it's one of the newer ones in my collection that I purchased. It's just such a pretty rose. It's feminine, but it's not overwhelming. It makes your lips feel so conditioned and wonderful. I love this product. It also doesn't have a very strong scent. It has a very soft vanilla scent, where sometimes Revlon's products have a very strong fruity scent, which I can't stand. This one is soft and it doesn't linger, and it's really nice. So we'll end with a setting spray, Make It Last by Milani. Pretty good setting spray from the drugstore. So I'm gonna give that a minute, fan it out, and we'll do a roundup. So that's it for my get ready with me using some drugstore products, some newer than others that I have been loving. I just really adore how my complexion looks with these products, and so I highly recommend all the complexion products, from that double-ended contour stick from NYX to that beautiful complexion medium coverage foundation from Ulta. Maybe it's a little finicky to find your shade, but at the price point and everything, it's excellent. And that Catrice blush, it just has my heart, so yeah, I love everything. I love the eyeshadow. What the hell am I talking about? I like everything that I put on my face, and I've been enjoying everything, and that's really it, right? You want to feel good about what you put on your face. It doesn't hurt when the price point is not painful either. So I hope that inspires you. If you have the J-Cat Beauty, the other palettes, let me know how they are. Does the formula kind of stay true? I don't see why not. It's just such a great formula. Definitely say hi, and check out my community tab and vote on what you want to see next, because I am checking that, and I will be posting some other ideas as well, so that you can help direct what the hell I'm going to be talking about next, because I got so much stuff, people. Oh, okay, maybe declutter should be up on that list. Anywho, I hope everyone is being safe, and we will talk soon. Take care, everyone.